Yes, people, Waffle Boy, and in today's video, I'm talking about a player that, to be honest, I could have spoke about for half an hour yesterday when I reviewed Arsenal's 1-0 win over Burnley, and that, of course, is Aaron Ramsdale, our brand new goalkeeper edition. In this video, I'm going to be talking about why I believe he should start in goal ahead of Bernd Leno in this Arsenal squad. I'm not only going to talk about it, I'm going to provide a compelling argument that includes statistics. Yeah, boys, I spent the whole of last night and this morning making an Excel spreadsheet comparing side by side Ramsdale and Leno's stats across all their Premier League seasons, and then a little bit on this season as well, even though the sample size is very small, as well as, of course, providing my opinion based around evidence I've seen with my eyes in games, because of course you need quantitative and qualitative data. So I'm using the eye test and the numbers test to provide what I believe Aaron Ramsdale should start in goal. So this, especially if you're an Arsenal fan, is not a video to miss. And I hope I can make a compelling argument enough for you lot to agree with me as well. In the comment section down below, leave who you believe should start in goal for Arsenal this season, especially in the North London derby next weekend, next Sunday. And while you're down there, please consider subscribing on my Road 600. It is absolutely free, especially if you're an Arsenal fan, because I produce a lot of Arsenal videos. So yeah, before I get into the side-by-side comparisons, I'm going to start by making a formal apology to Aaron Ramsdale. Yes, so when he signed, as a content creator, you produce videos. Now, as an Arsenal-based content creator, I produce a lot of Arsenal videos. And I produced a few on Aaron Ramsdale in the lead up to him signing for Arsenal. And in those videos, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to hide away from it. I wasn't a fan of him. I did not want him to sign personally. I thought it was an overpriced signing. I didn't necessarily ever say it was an awful signing. I just think for the money we were paying, I think he was extremely overpriced, especially for what he did for Sheffield United and Bournemouth. But from what I've seen in the 3 games I've watched him play, the money is looking justified. So it's my bad. I apologise to Aaron Ramsdale for kind of slating him before he even joined the club. But look, that's all you can do as a player. If he performs on the pitch, that's all I could ask of him. I backed him when he joined, and look, he's proven wrong, and that's all I can ask for. I'll take being proven wrong every day of the week if that means this brother can get results at Arsenal Football Club, and that's what it looks like he has done so far. So yeah, we did sign Aaron Ramsdale, and he started in the first Carabao Cup match against West Brom in a 6-0 win. He didn't have much to do, but the stuff he did do was great. And then he went on to play in the Premier League game against Norwich. He won 1-0, and then of course yesterday, Burnley 1-0. Now the 2 things I'm going to touch upon for Aaron Ramsdale, which really, really impressed me, and it's away from football even. It's something completely away from football. The number one thing is passion. This man has no one on planet Earth can doubt Aaron Ramsdale's passion for football and Arsenal Football Club. You can see it. He celebrates goals like he scored them himself, even though he's a goalkeeper. You see him, the fan cans on him half the time. The fans have an own chant for Aaron Ramsdale. He shares the passion that the fans have for the club, and that's just something you love to see. If someone's passionate about their job, about anything in life, they perform better in it. It's just a fact. It's just the way it is. And you can see the brother cares about Arsenal Football Club. And to be fair, that's something I really like to see from any footballer, and he shows it. I think he was an Arsenal fan as a child, and you can see that. You don't need the evidence for that. You can see by the way he cares. And the second thing is confidence. Confidence is such a big attribute in life and in football. I see him, the way he jumps up and collects and catches crosses. He's confident of the ball at his feet. At one point against Norwich, he did a chop turn in his own box. Like, who does that as a goalkeeper unless you're Manuel Neuer? That's the confidence the man has in his ability and his teammates' ability. And I think that's really important going forward as the goalkeeper for Arsenal Football Club. So yeah, now I'm going to get into the stats, providing the actual numbers behind it. So I went on to PremierLeague.com because that is all I care about. I'm not someone that's going to compare Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Europe stats. No. This is about the Premier League. This is where you earn your living as a footballer for me. So I'm comparing those stats. I've got Aaron Ramsdale and Bernd Leno's side-by-side stats for all their seasons in the Prem, so for how long. And it wasn't that dissimilar, to be fair. Aaron Ramsdale with 77 appearances and Bernd Leno with 100. So I split up into goalkeeping, defence and distribution. In terms of goalkeeping saves-wise, Leno has more, but look at how it's split. 100 to 77. So what I did is I did 100 divided by 77, which came out as about 1.298. I then multiplied all of Ramsdale's stats by that number, so that if he went up to 100 appearances, this is potentially what he would have. Of course, that is not what's going to happen, because every match is different in football. A goalkeeper might have 8 saves in one match and 0 saves in another match. But averaging it out is just a kind of an experiment, because that's the best I can do. I can't make up 23 games for him. So I've multiplied all of his base stats by that number, so that if he had 100 appearances, on average, this is the stats he would produce, and that produced the Excel spreadsheet that looks like this, where we've surpassed all of Aaron Ramsdale's stats into what we would have with 100 appearances, and a side-by-side comparison. Saves-wise, as a goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale has 364 in comparison to Bernd Leno's 313. Now, to be honest, this is expected, considering that Aaron Ramsdale mostly played for relegation clubs, so he is expected to have more saves, but it's still good that is proven right. Punches-wise, Leno has more than Aaron Ramsdale, so look, for me, punches is not something I really cared much about, because at the end of the day, if someone goes up for a cross, would I rather them catch it or punch it? Catch it, but then that won't show up. That won't only show up if they punch it. So for me, that's not a big deal. High claims wise, Aaron Ramsdale's got more, and that I can tell is true, because when I watched the Burnley game yesterday, this brother caught everything that came in the box. 2 hands, caught it, claimed it high in the air, and that's very important, because you saw in the Brentford game, in the first game of the season, Leno got bullied on their long throw, and we can't have a goalkeeper that gets bullied in the Premier League. This ain't La Liga, where it's a bit more technical. You have to be able to claim those crosses that are coming in the air, and he's done really well there. He absolutely smashed Leno out the park there by 16. Catches-wise, Leno's got 4 more. No, it is what it is. It's not a big difference, but I don't think it's that noticeable. Sweeper clearances, Leno also has 4 more, which is not a big difference, but that also, I think, shows on the defence more than anything, that you have to sweep and clear it. And then throw-outs, Leno has more than Ramsey, but I think that's more because of Arsenal and Arteta's philosophy of throwing the ball out from the back rather than kicking it long. In terms of the clean sheets-wise, Leno does have more than Aaron Ramsdale, but that can be expected. Ramsdale was at a relegation club, Leno was at Arsenal. Goals conceded, Leno, of course, will have less being at Arsenal, but the errors leading to goals, Ramsdale would have half than Bernd Leno. That is a big thing for me. Leno, forget Leno actually, our whole defence has a lot of errors leading to goals. I rarely see Arsenal concede a goal where I think, unavoidable, it is what it is, a wonder strike. It's always us making mistakes. And the fact that our goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale, has actually got less errors leading to goals by half than Bernd Leno is a big, big factor for me in choosing who should go in goal for this football club. And to be honest, he hasn't committed any errors that I can think of coming into for Arsenal so far in 3 games. And of course, own goals, Leno has 1 more than Aaron Ramsdale, but it's only 1. It's not a big difference. Passes wise, Leno has slightly more, but that's just Arsenal philosophy of playing out the back. But this is a big one for me, one of the biggest ones. Accurate long balls. Ramsdale 642 compared to Leno's 357, almost double, almost. And to be fair, I think this is true. Leno's distribution from far is horrible. It's really bad. Like, he can't kick the ball far. He can't really kick it short either, but far especially. Ramsdale, his long kicking is so accurate. I can't believe how much I missed it. It's not something I really noticed under Leno, because I really looked at his shot stop and I just thought it is what it is. But to have a goalkeeper that can kick far and kick far accurately is extremely underrated. And we saw that. There was one point where he was getting pressured from catching the ball at a corner, and he pinged one straight to Aubameyang against Burnley. Literally pinpoint out to the right. It was an absolutely beautiful kick. And I think that's really important for us to have a goalkeeper that can accurately kick the ball very far, just like Aaron Ramsdale. So yeah, that is the side-by-side stats. So Leno edges out Ramsdale in some departments, but at the end of the day, he plays for Arsenal, a top 8 Premier League club, and Ramsdale was at 2 relegated sides. So the stats are going to be more favoured towards Bernd Leno, but I think the key stats like the saves, the accurate long balls, the errors leading to goals, all favour Aaron Ramsdale, which is a big, big factor for me. So yeah, I've spoken about his passion for club, I've spoken about his confidence in his game. I've now given you the stats as to why I believe Aaron Ramsdale should start in goal for the North London derby and for the rest of the Arsenal games. That coupled up with the fact that he's much younger than Bernd Leno. He's only 23 years old. He can only get better. Literally, he's doing all this at such a young age is great for a keeper. And the thing with keepers, they can go on for ages. You're not tested physically as much as a goalkeeper than other positions on the football pitch. So I have confidence that he can be Arsenal goalkeeper for a very long time. And this is along with the fact that the back 4 is all very young and all has a lot of time to gel together. It takes time to build chemistry within the team. And if this back 4, they've already played 2 games back-to-back together, the Tomiyasu, White, Gabriel, Tierney, Ramsdale, those 5, let's say, including the goalkeeper Ramsdale. If they can just keep getting games and keep getting reps in, then their experience grows all together because they're all young. And I think we'll have a great back 4. back five, you include the goalkeeper coming into the future seasons of the Premier League, starting with this season, of course, 2021, 2022. So yeah, that's just my opinion as to why I believe Aaron Ramsdale should start and go ahead of Bernd Leno for this odd season. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree or disagree. Who do you think should start and go for North London Derby next week? And if you're new around here, please consider subscribing on my road to 600 if you enjoyed the video I provide for free on YouTube. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.